What is it? Today is Tuesday. Another beautiful day to actually come out move my feet, I call it. Yeah, moving my feet again this morning. Look at that beautiful blue sky. So pretty. That's what my day's been like lately. So I've just been using this time to think a lot. And I truly also got into the practice of yoga even more. And how the more yoga I practice, the more I begin to understand my own body. It's really funny how you could be injured without even knowing it. Yep. It's funny, you could literally be injured and you will not even know it. And the only thing about that type of situation is our body is so unique. It really numbed himself, and you will not even realize that you have any injury or that side blood is not flowing. So it's just it's almost like it's just paralyzed. So what the practice of stretching your body every morning does to you, it makes you realize a certain part of your body that you don't even know existed, or a certain part of your body that needs your attention that you barely pay attention to. The sky is blue this morning. I was sort of thinking earlier when I first started this whole running thing, I was doing it because I want to exercise and get in shape. At the time, I was actually mad at the world. Shall I say, due to my own wrongdoing. Soccer, which is football, was my passion then, but it comes too easy. So I never took it real serious until it just disappeared. And of course, during that time, you don't face responsibility. You blame the whole world and the coaches. You just blame everybody because it's their fault. Because you have the skills and you didn't get to play. And I always say this, especially for young athletes who have a lot of talent. And when you look at any athlete, whether they're playing football, soccer, doesn't matter what they're playing, that's a passion for them. So a lot of athletes, sometimes we fix our mind on that one thing, thinking that's our only way out. You know, we think there's no way I'm gonna play pro, I'm gonna beat this, I'm gonna beat that, make a lot of money, and we're good at it. You know, we have all the skills in the world to just back it up. And the people that usually end up making it are the ones who do not have as much skills as you do. And a lot of time we don't know how to handle that. Chris, we don't know how to handle that. So what we do, we go into ourselves, we get angry at the world. Even though we find jobs, we do other things, we're still angry. We never get over not being that great athlete. So that's what shifted me into sort of running and just letting out my anger. And what I come to realize during the whole situation was it was nobody's fault but mine. Because I could play. I just didn't know how to listen. That's what I thought. I just did not know how to listen. And I never take matters into my own hand. I always blame somebody except me. But all that changed one day when I began to study Buddhism. When I studied Buddhism, I was able to look not into just that philosophy. I was also able to look into my own culture, tradition, and belief. And I was also able to dibble around with different tradition beliefs, different cultures. And I began to realize, wow, that one thing that most spiritual path never teaches you is how to take responsibility for your own actions. A lot of time we never take responsibility for our own actions. We're very good at lying to people, but telling ourselves the truth, we don't. It's extremely hard, but subconsciously we don't even realize it. So for me, when I started to study Buddhism, meditating, and I went from running 2 miles to 5 miles. Then the marathon got boring. Now I wanted to do the hundreds. And I began to go further. And when I started to go further, the further I go, the more I was left alone with my own thoughts. And when you begin to be with your own thoughts, and you know how to block other people's, how do I say it, non-relevant conversation out of your head, it is absolutely amazing. Because another thing too is most people never spend 5 hours by themselves in their whole lives. They don't even know what it feels like to sit with their own thoughts. And I mean, that includes a lot of people. They just don't know how to be by themselves for 6 hours. But the problem is that, not the problem, the thing is, those people who do not know how to sit by themselves for 6 hours, they are the ones that usually give the advices. They are your lecturers. Some of them are even our teachers. Because our brain is so unique. We can study and read a book and do all that and translate it. But do we really practice those things in our subconscious mind? And a lot of time, it's been the no. Because we never truly know who we are. A lot of people will tell you their names, but deep down, they still searching for who they truly are. So it's just like, for example, I say one thing. I said the day that I run 120 miles, that was the day I realized everything was my fault. It's like that day I come in contact with my own God, my own higher self, that all I could just do after that run was just laugh. Excuse me, like mother biscuit. So this is it. And I've read a lot of books that taught me about those things, but I never really take them serious. I've always think, maybe they're just talking. But when I actually spend that 30-something hours by myself on my feet, got lost, went through a lot of pain, trying to find where I'm going, raining, cold, that day really changed my whole thinking. So running become like, wow, this is it. So that being said, that's why when a lot of my friends trying to advise me on what to do on certain things, especially when it comes to life, how I live life, I laugh because they haven't reached that discipline. They have not gone through that loneliness. I always say this, I've done what everyone else has done. Get married, chase money, lose money, make money. I've done all that just like everyone else. Drive a car, have a car, not have a car, and one day not have it at all. So I've done all that. But what most people have not yet to do is be by themselves for many, many hours. And contemplate and read and meditate. Because the God is inside of you. It's really funny. We're very quick to go and listen to our title spiritual leaders, but a guy like me talking means, oh, he's broke. But the reality is, when you looked at all these scriptures, I mean, like, I was really blown away. I truly fell in love with the whole ideology of Buddhism, Hinduism, all these deep thoughts. You know, I haven't studied the Christian monks, you name it. Just the way they think, what they have to do to live. Some of the scriptures that we partially read for us absolutely just blow me away. I wanted to be that so bad. I mean, really bad. It really just was my passion. The whole thing about money and chasing all that wasn't my passion anymore. It just disappeared. My passion become life. And it's been a great journey, and that's why I laugh a lot. It's really funny, I've put over 45,000 miles on my feet. And that 45,000 miles of different emotions that I've been through absolutely amaze me. And I come to realize that one delusion that we all participate in is intellect has become colorblind and uniform. So it's almost like you have to wear a certain uniform to understand the true meaning of spirituality. When you wear that uniform, you could lie through your brain. You could say whatever the biscuit you want. People will believe you because you have that uniform on. And that uniform gives you authority to tell people what to do, even though you don't practice it. To my right over here, as you can see, that's why I always love coming out and doing all this. I also said lately, my run has included the 2 mile or 1 mile walk when I just come live. So what I've been doing, I've been bundling up. So since I know that I'm going to slow down and walk, and the whole lessons of me being able to walk and continue running, that is all because of the amount of stretching that I do, the yoga, the meditation. And that's what that does, keeps me flexible so I can stop, continue running whenever I want to. So I don't know what my emotion is talking about right now. Let me look at the sky one more time. I'm going to continue this run. I'll get another 16 in today. It is Christmas next week. Let us show love. Let us give a gift. And that gift doesn't have to be material. That gift can just be listening to somebody and being there for them when they need to. You'd be so surprised. There's a lot of people that have something to say to you right now, that all you have to do is just listen. Yes, that's where the emotion is coming from today. Listen. One love.